我有个事情要跟你说。我2026年有一个目标，就是我想跑一个马拉松。你觉得怎么样？
哪是半马还是全马？21公里还是42公里？
我觉得至少一个全马吧，但是半马也可以。
OK，
你觉得能行吗
？1年有点难。那个42公里的话，半马可以。
半马可以。
可以。1年的话，半马可以。1年真的，1年训练时间不够。
不够，就是以我
全马1年训练时间是真不够。
就是以我现在的状态来说，
对，
不够的。
对，一定是半马先。全马跑完你就废了，基本上不用跑。
OK，
因为你有伤病嘛。
是我确实脚不是很好。
对，所以就半马已经是到了极限了，其实对你的身体来讲。
OK， 你愿意和我一起跑吗？
可以啊。
Okay.
因为我本身已经达到半马了，所以就我陪你跑。
OK， 那如果我想去那种有吃吃喝喝的马拉松，你愿意去吗？
去啊，但是首先我们得中签，不是说我们想去就能去，就是只能说我们从小城市的中签率比较高的地方先开始。
那我们就努力中签。
努力中签，因为我已经报过好几次都中不了。那
我们都是在努力的。
对，还是先交200块报名费，然后就等你的短信。
OK， 我也觉得我们可以。
对，你短信过了，他就
有了。
OK， 对，
好，那我们努力，加油！2026年一定要跑个马拉松。
Yes, I have a goal for 2026, and that is to run a marathon and at least a half marathon. I hope that's possible because my body has been feeling not great lately. Sometimes I stand up for working on my computer for a very long period of time, and then I just get a little bit of dizzy, and I cannot sit back down immediately because that's just gonna make me more dizzier. And sometimes I just stood there and then my eyesight just starting to black out, and that is really scary. And that is the time that I think to myself, I need to start moving. I need to start making myself better in any way, whether it's in food, whether it's in taking myself out, having more oxygen, touch more grass. And I decided I wanted to just run because that is the easiest sport that I can think of. That is the easiest sport that I think that myself enjoys a lot. So I've decided to run at least one marathon in 2026, and that is my goal for 2026. I believe one goal is enough because this one goal is gonna keep me running for the rest of my life, and I think that is going to be worth it. I used to run. So here's the thing. I used to run back in 2018 to 2019. I used to run like occasionally. I thought I was a decent runner, but I never got serious into running. I never tracked any of my running. I don't know how I was doing. Every time I see people posting about their pace, their heart rate, their running distance, and I thought to myself, I can do that too. But I actually have no shit. I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about because I never track my runnings. So I always thought that I was good at it until I really got into it. I started tracking my runs and I realized, no, I have no talent in long distance running. I only run track and field like 100 meter, 200 meter, 400 meter back in high school. And that's it. And high school, it's like 12 and 13 years ago. That is so long ago. So I don't know what I was thinking until I start tracking my run. So I wanted to start running, I want it to be sustainable. So I went to Grok. I asked Grok, hey Grok, I used to be a runner, but I never tracked my running. I'm trying to get back into running and hopefully run a marathon in 2026. Can you help me create a training plan for 2026? And Grok says, yeah. So that's what I asked Grok. And Grok replied me. He says, phase one, first 6 to 8 week, run, walk plus rebuild base. The goal is to teach my body that's going to just going out for a run is pleasant again. Okay, so the problem I had before I started tracking my runs, I was just running and just I get tired. I don't know how to pace myself, and then the next day my whole body is sore and I just lay down for another 2 weeks. So I don't want that to happen again because that is not sustainable. The way I run is, I don't know, I have the muscle memory for short distance running. I have no experience in long distance running, and that is the biggest problem of my running style. So it says start with 3 runs per week, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. It's like 3 runs per week, and then the other 4 days just brisk walk. And I at first I see it's like okay, and also I also tell Grok that I want to keep running. I want to keep running sustainable. I want to enjoy running. I don't want to stop running because of injuries. I don't want to take too long of a break. And Grok says use strict run work intervals. Week 1 to week 2, 1 minute very easy jog, just easy jog, and 2 minutes of brisk walk, and do that 8 to 10 times, and that it's going to be like 24 to 30 minutes, right? Yeah, and I did that. That, I shit you not, that has been working very, very, very well for me, at least for me. And then here's the deal. Let me show you guys this. Let me bring up my kit. So I've been tracking, and okay, you can see that this grog, I generate, this note was taken like November 25th, and I started running, I think it's about December 10th. And let me show you guys the data because I started tracking my runs, and I am now better understanding where my capability is, where my strength is. And actually, I did not do well for the first week. And let me go down, maybe like this, I think December 10th is where I started tracking it. And before that, I was just walking because I really want to get back into running. So right now, right here, you can see that December 10th, there is 2 data right here. We're just looking at the green ones, okay? The green ones are the data from my Apple Watch, and the blue ones is actually self-generated data from Kip that I don't really use because they're not accurate. They just start tracking anytime they want. You can see that this thing tracks like 12, like 20, like 11 midnight. So that is not what I want to see. We want to see this. So this is, let's see right here. So the correct data has heart rate in it. All right, this thing has heart rate. So, but it's kind of wonky. I don't know why it's kind of wonky like that. Let's see this one. Okay, we want to see the one with heart rates. So you can see that December 10th, I walk, quote unquote, I walk for 2.5 kilometers. And you can see that. So this graph right here, it says 跑步配速, it's the pace that I run in. Okay, and then so Grok tells me to run like 1 minute run and 2 minute brisk walk. So right here, I tried to do that, and what I got is, you can see the graph, it goes up 4 times, and that's it. And that is because when I started running, my shin hurts like hell. I don't know why my shin hurts like hell. By that time, I still have no idea, no experience. I don't know what the fuck is happening. In my mind, I only think that my shin is hurting is only because I haven't been running for a very long time. But for some reason, that is not the case for Maggie, my girlfriend Maggie, because she can just pick up running and just run another 3 kilometers and nothing hurts, just except for her calf hurts like a sore a little bit in the next day. But for me, it's the different story. My shin hurts like fuck. After 4 runs, after 4 times of 1 minute runs, I just stop. My shin hurts like hell. By that time, I couldn't even walk, and you can see that my pace drops down flat, and I just couldn't walk anymore, and I just rest until my shin feels a little bit better. That's the first day I start running, December 10th. 11 is supposed to be a walk day, so 11 doesn't have so 11 doesn't really have a running data, and then back 12 is another running day because I walk for a day and now I'm back to running. Let's say this one. So this running day, again, I try to run. When you can see that, let's go into the data right here. You can see that I run, like you can see the red peaks. 1, 2, 3. There's 5 red peaks, and I just drop down again because my shin hurts like fuck. And you can see it right here at the top right corner. It says my fastest pace is 5.4. How do you call this? I think it's 5.4 minutes per kilometer. That means I was running really, really fast. I have no idea how to control my pace, and that hurts my shin for a returning runner. That really hurts my shin. And then I started to kind of realize what is the problem with me, because I searched online. That sharp pain on the shin is called shin splint. I have no idea what that is. I did a research on YouTube, online, and they say shin splint. People get shin splints. People who get shin splints are usually returning runners or people that are have bigger weights, and that is me. Yes, I am a bigger weight and also a returning runner, and that is why I'm getting a lot of shin splints, because I have no experience on running long distance. I'm heavy and I suck. So December 15, let's check this data right here. December 15, I run. I have no idea what I'm doing here, because I was just thinking, let's just run as long as I could until I cannot run anymore. And I shit you not. Okay, you can see here, I started running and not even for 5 minutes. It's only like 2 minutes and I'm dead. And you see that graph, it goes right down. I'm dead. And I try to rest for a little while, and I start running again, and I died again. So that is when I realized there's a huge problem with me. And I started asking Grog again, hey Grog, why am I having shin splints? And then Grog says, shin splints are very common for returning runners or big weight, like heavyweight people that runs. And there are a couple of questions that Grog asked me, and I say that I was using a carbon plated running shoe, and then Grog says that could be the problem, because carbon plated running shoes are a little bit less shock absorbent than normal shoes, and that is probably not the right choice for me. Like that's probably not the right shoe for me for at the moment, because I'm heavy and I need more shock absorbent shoe. And that is when I realized, okay, I need a new shoe for running, because I've been walking in carbon plated shoe for 2 years now, because they are really good. They help you walk better, but unfortunately that doesn't help you run if you do not have a running experience. And also when you're heavy, like all the shock are being absorbed into your shin instead of a shoe. So that's why I'm having shin splints. So let's go and look at the data right here. I think this is going to be another fucked up 1.6 kilometers. Oh no, there's no data here. So, but you can see that 0.6 kilometers and I just gave up. I think that is the worst day of my life. Okay, let me just kind of get the data right here. Right here, I'm still kind of improving. I think right here, I'm still using the old shoe. I'm still running a little bit too fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right here, I can run like 7. But in between, I really like, I took a too long of rest right here. So let's fast forward. There's a lot of data. Yes, I think I hurt myself there, and I kind of stopped running for how long was it? 19, 20, 21, 22. I stopped for 4 days and I started running again. And this is 3 kilometer. I think this is my first 3 kilometer. Oh yeah. So this might be the first time that I run a full 3 kilometer, and I think this is also the first time that I got my new shoe, which is a more soft bottom and more shock absorbent shoe, and it allows me to run a full 3 kilometers and 30 minutes workout, and that is the first time I feel like I can run a marathon. Okay. I also went online to check what is the best running, how do you call it? Like running posture? Okay, let me check. I forgot what it's called. So at first, just searched for running form. I guess that's my running form. Like I search for running form. I don't know what, like, because I have zero experience on running, so I just search what is the running form. And surprisingly, there are a lot of running form. And there's this like heel stride, mid stride, heel stride. And I found out that a lot of people are getting shin splints are those that use heel stride, because every time you land your feet, you're landing your feet in front. And every time you land your feet in front, you're putting a braking force inside the body, and you have to push yourself forward every time you take a step. So I tried to correct my running form, and that has also been running very, very well with me. So this is the first time that I got my first 3 kilometers. And then right there, I just got addicted. So right here, you can see all the greens because I turned off the auto record running thing. And right here too, this is also a very beautiful one. Look at that. I run, like, this graph really makes me, like, looking at this graph really makes me want to run again, because I thought I could never do it. You know, this is like, I don't know what it is. I think this is like the dopamine you get. Like, you get so high. You get so high when you run. And after you run and you look at the graph, like, this is a beautiful graph. Oh my God. And then you can go see the next one, 25th. 25th, I think this is just me walking fast. 25th is just me walking fast. And 26th, I started running again. To look at this graph. This graph is beautiful. It just go up and down like a rainbow. It's like a gay graph, but it's happy gay graph. Oh my God. So on the 26th is also a run that I really enjoy. Look at that graph. My fastest pace is 4.24 minutes per kilometer. And that is, I mean, I never thought that I could reach that speed, but that is a really nice result, that to see that my body is capable of reaching that speed. And right here, and then the next day I just went on a walk, but I kind of walk a little bit too much right here. It's 6.44 kilometers. And then there's a little bit of buggy right here for the stats. Don't ignore that 0.156. So I walk a little bit too long, even though it's a record-breaking workout. But the next day, like for the next 2 days, my legs are actually sore. So do not push yourself if you're not ready. So for 29, which is the day before yesterday, we went for a run again, and this time with Maggie. And then right here, I started to do a 2-minute run and 1-minute rest. And then it has also been doing quite well. And then you can see that my heart rate gradually goes up, and I think which is a good thing. And then yesterday, just went out for a walk. I did not record the whole thing because I kind of stopped it earlier, because also Maggie was running. Maggie runs really fast. Like I only walked for 1.83 kilometers, and then she just finished her 3 km, her 3 kilometer run. So today is the 31st. I'm going out to run again in a few hours. So I'm gonna try to keep this a weekly update of how my runs. That's just something I wanted to share. So my goal in 2026 is to run at least a half marathon. I've been getting ready for 2026. I hope 2026 gets me what I want. So I'm still in phase 1, which is the run and walk intervals. And then phase 2 is mostly running. Mostly running, but still 3 runs per week. So it's because you still need to rest, but it's gonna switch to mostly running instead of run and brisk walk intervals. So right now I'm still at phase 1. I'm really happy with the plans that Grok comes up for me. And I'm not sure when I'm going into phase 2, but I hope I can get into phase 2. Phase 2 is pretty easy. It's just mostly running. It's just mostly running until I can run a continuous 40 minutes run. So right now, every 2 days, you can say that every 2 days, I'm pushing myself to run a little bit longer. So yeah, guys, it's a little bit of rant in this video. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys have a goal for 2026? I'm not sure, but for me, I want to run a half marathon, at least a half marathon. And also, I want to enjoy running. This is just a little update in life. I don't know what else to say. So other than I'll be updating, and hopefully I'll be updating weekly, like sit down and talk about my result. And also, if you guys want to share your thoughts, want to share your running experience, I want to hear them, because for now it's just me, Maggie, and a friend, just 3 of us running every day to keep us each other motivated for running, because who doesn't like to have a better looking body and also a healthy body, right? So if you're running out there, I hope this video reaches you, and I hope to hear your experience. I am a noob, so if you guys think there's some advice that I should take from you, please leave it down in the comment box down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah, I'll be updating weekly. Have fun and happy running.